Turtles had hope. On paper.
This is the first thing the camera does as soon as the movie comes on for Ninja Turtle. I shit you not. It's ridiculous.
Let's talk.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If this is your first time stopping by Let's Talk, this is not a review of the movie. We're not going to go over just pros and cons and then give it some kind of ABC rating like we're in fucking elementary school still. Let's Talk is going to be like an open discussion where maybe we'll go over certain things that have more depth than a simply it's good or it's bad. So let's get right into it. The writing is good. The writing's a lot better than I perceived it to be, and it's a lot better than people are giving it credit for. I think how bad it looks visually is actually overshadowing how good the writing was. Now hold on. Pump your brakes. Don't start flooding the comments with certain bad parts in the writing. There are certain bad parts, but you have to differentiate between bad acting and bad writing. If you took some really powerful and dynamic actors and put them in certain roles in the movie, sorry Megan Fox, but certain scenes would not have sounded like they were doing a fucking screen reading. Especially the scenes where she's talking to her roommate. Cut those shits out altogether. I know it progresses the story, and I know that's the only reason why those scenes are in the movie. It's horrible. You have a scene where the girl is going frantic. The turtles were my pets, and I'm putting all these puzzle pieces together. The girl makes a joke, the roommate, and then we all laugh and forget how bad the scene was. I love that guy. In anything he's in, I love that guy. First, I didn't know why he would take the role as Eric Sachs. However, if you look at just the script without these visuals, the idea of the movie was good. Now, in the script, there are some plot and character development scenes that need a really good polish job. But since Hollywood will not stop the suffocatingly unoriginal screenplay structure that's mandatory for any screenwriter to get a fucking job, movies will continue to be the same. The characters will all be the same. It's like going on the same date. It's the same bitch, just a different dress. The current witch hunt nowadays for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie is to accuse anyone who doesn't like the movie as being nostalgic for the past. However, even though I loved the very first live-action Ninja Turtle movie, and even the cartoon back then, I'm not stuck on them. It's not the only Ninja Turtle thing I'll watch. I tried watching other Ninja Turtle shows and movies afterwards, I just couldn't get into them. And then most recently, Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon. Now that one time I put on for my daughter. She was like, hey, Ninja Turtles, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm cleaning around the house, you know, this, that, and the third. Next thing you know, I find myself standing there watching it, laughing, giggling. I liked it. Now to this day, even though I'm very much nostalgic to what I grew up with, the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon that's previously going on right now is the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle production since the comic book. The best. And I do like the nostalgic trips within the new Ninja Turtle movie where they have the pizza landing on Splinter's head. They say cowabunga. I mean, I like that. I miss cowabunga, believe it or not, because nostalgic. However, Mikey now says Bruakasha or whatever in the thing, and it's cute. My daughter watches it. She loves it too. I have no problem with them not using cowabunga. You know what I mean? We don't have to keep recycling the same creativity. So I am definitely more than open for a new look of the Ninja Turtles, as long as you respect the franchise. This, I don't feel like it respects the franchise. I mean, it feels more like they said, well, we need to incorporate these things so we don't piss off the fans and they still like it, because that's who we're making it for. However, I don't want to do that. I'd rather snowball this into a whole nother direction. And just some advice for Megan Fox. I mean, there's a slim shot in hell she'd see this. I really don't feel that all the criticism you get is warranted. I mean, I could be fucking wrong. There just seems like that shimmer of hope that you're more than just a pretty face. You might actually be able to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, man. This is a measuring stick for any other future job you may take as far as acting is concerned. If the movie has to do with you throwing water on your face and then they say, now pretend you're sad, action, don't take that job. Stop taking jobs like that. anything that's even similar in that aspect. Watch actors like Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio. When they cry, their emotions erupt. And it starts, you know, in their face, it wells up in their eyes, and it explodes into a very, very dynamic, emotionally draining experience. And that's what people want. And I know that the Turtles, it's not like you should be that, but you could pull off one hell of a emotional scene, even in the Ninja Turtles. I'm just saying, if you want people to take you serious as an actress, take serious jobs. You know what I mean? And enough with the dumb it down syndrome. That is one of the biggest problems in society, is let's dumb it down for the kids. Even my daughter knows that a camera won't not let you take a picture because there's low lighting. And I know you put that in there because you're like, well, they may not understand that she couldn't take a picture. Yes, we get it. We understand. She's holding a camera. It happens in real life to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dumb it down is more than just the camera aspect. I mean, they literally spoon feed you all the information in this movie. If April O'Neil is sad, she tells you she's sad. If she's happy, she tells you she's happy. My daughter saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, and April was sitting on a swing kicking her feet. She looked sad. And my daughter asked me why she was sad. She looked sad. Kids are not as stupid as you think they are. I mean, for a long time, I used to treat my daughter like she was a mental midget. And I'm not even lying. I used to spoon feed her every piece of information. And then I noticed something. She is smarter than I think, and it's not my child's a genius. Your child's not a genius. All kids are smart. We hold them to such a low level of understanding that we're shocked when they do something smart. Our kids are not geniuses. We just think they're stupid, okay? We need to stop it, because we dumb down entertainment just like we dumb down our kids' education. And that's sad. Listen, there is a powerful dynamic with a rat raising 4 turtles as his own flesh and blood, and training them with the discipline, with the intense discipline, and yet nurturing them with the same amount of love and respect. This movie touched on it, but it didn't capitalize on it. It was, you know, 10 seconds something Raph said, and then immediately followed by a joke. It's like, you can't get too emotional. We gotta kill it with a laugh. I know some people don't like bringing all the characters together. I do like that. And this is one thing, especially with the plot, has a little bit to do with character development, but more so the plot. I do like bringing the characters together. I don't like the random fucking coincidences. You know what I'm saying? It should have been more of a sought out. If you were going to have the Ninja Turtles as April O'Neil's pets, don't have them coincidentally meet 15 years later. Have Splinter send them out to watch her, to guard her, to protect her. How much more believable is that? Her coincidentally becoming a newspaper reporter and then taking a picture of them, and they coincidentally run into each other? We don't like coincidences. It's too lazy. As far as with the power thing, that is one thing that just irked me to my core. You have these very huge turtles, and they're powerful. They're not ninjas. They didn't do... Did they do any ninja shit? No, I don't know if they did any ninja shit at all. But the power is just one thing. They threw Karai, and that was a very underdeveloped character. I'm telling you, you shouldn't even put her in the fucking movie. But they threw Karai into a tile wall, and, you know, the kind in the subway, and that shit shattered and exploded behind her head. I mean, in all reality, you would have cracked her skull. She fell down and took a nap in the movie. Are you serious? The look of the Ninja Turtles is a big thing. It's a big problem. 70% of the problem was the visuals in this movie. I mean, for crying out loud, Mikey looks like, hey, you guys! Sloth from the Goonies. Yeah, Sloth. And the lips and the teeth have gotta go. The first time I seen the lips, I was like, Ninja Turtles don't have lips. Blasphemy! I looked again, just to confirm, the older movies, the ones I'm nostalgic about, and they do have teeth. But they weren't out in the open, they weren't there. They blended well with the design of the Ninja Turtles back in the day, where I forgot they had teeth and I saw it 100 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the cartoon they didn't even show the teeth unless they were grunting or mad or whatever. Other than that, they didn't have any teeth. But the teeth teeth was a problem. There was something with those teeth. And the lips, it didn't work at all. I'm sorry. Fucking sorry. I did not like the lips. I know there's going to be a lot of hate on the comments of this video, but guys, I'm not saying this was horrible. I took my daughter to this movie, and I would never take away from creating moments with my daughter. I asked her how it was. I asked her how, did she like it? What did she think about it? I'm creating moments and memories with my daughter. And if she loves it, that's fine. Afterwards, she did kind of tell me that the turtles look weird, and she did not like Shredder at all. And I don't blame her because there was no human element to him. We saw a guy pretty much in shadows with some scars on his face. We lost the whole history and backstory of Shredder. I mean, we got some backstory, but it wasn't powerful, it wasn't gripping, it wasn't anything, really. It was just, there's the bad guy. The biggest complaint with him, though, is because you had to make him a fucking Transformer. Listen, this movie wasn't the Ninja Turtles against Shredder. You turn this into Transformers against 4 Hulks. That's what it was. This movie could be like the stepchild of Transformers banging the Avengers. I mean, that's what it was. All we needed was fucking Iron Man to show up. David Banner called and he says he wants his fucking style back. And I'm serious. That was the first thing that popped in my head about the Turtles being Hulks. The second Raphael flexed and popped the bullets back out of his body after announcing that he is bulletproof, again, they must spoon feed us. And literally the bullets popped back out of his body. I immediately said, seriously? Now you made him bulletproof? And with the size, you handicapped your opportunity to build tension and suspense. Because the Turtles are huge, they're tough, they're massive. And what did you do? In order to fight those foes, you had to have created a monster. And you did, a robot, technically. So you took this Transformer and had him attacking these Turtles. And even though he was good, I give it props. I thought the fights were going to be more like, you know, crap. But they were decent. They were decent. And here's another thing. Dumpster Marcus did a video about what we thought the Ninja Turtle movies were going to be like. And I put a list together. And I hit some of those notes dead on. One of them was giving the Foot Clan guns. If you give the Foot Clan guns, now you either have to make the Ninja Turtles reflect bullets, bulletproof, which they did, and or create a plot where the foot soldiers were not after the Ninja Turtles to kill them, but capture them. So they weren't using real bullets, and that's what ended up happening. They did that. They found out they were Ninja Turtles, and then they switched it to tranquilizers, you know? And I think everyone saw that shit coming. Let's make big turtles? Oh shit, we need a big bad guy. Let's give the foot soldiers guns? Oh shit, well we need to either make them bulletproof, or we need to put a convenient plot point in there so that way they don't get shot. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm surprised you did both. You know what I'm saying? You gave them the ability to be bulletproof and they weren't allowed to be shot. So yeah, the guns don't matter in the Ninja Turtles. Back on the look of it though, Splinter looks like shit. I'm sorry. Splinter looks horrible. What did you guys do to him? And this isn't nostalgia. I thought in the first live action movie, Splinter looked cute. I hated that he was like weak, old, and helpless. I didn't really like that, you know. Come on. Where he goes to fight Shredder at the end in the original live action Ninja Turtle movie. And all he does is kind of like, you know, move him with nunchucks and flips him over. You expected an awesome fight scene. It's like a blowjob where you don't come. It didn't work for me, okay? I love this Splinter. In the new Nickelodeon cartoon, I love this Splinter. He kicks ass. He looks like he kicks ass. And it is a great fit. He is believable in training these. And in our story, Splinter read a book and trained the Ninja Turtles. Again, lazy writing. Splinter reads a book, trains the Ninja Turtles. No. You know what I mean? One of the best dynamics in the Ninja Turtle universe is the beef between Splinter and Orokusaki. Why did you get rid of that? I'm moving on. So even though I hated the look of the old Splinter, and he in the movie at least, you know, he was a little cute rat. In this one, it's awful. It's bad on a level where as soon as you see Splinter, you're disappointed immediately. And if you do like Splinter, comment down below. Let me know. I'm putting out there my problems with it, okay? Listen, I don't condemn you for liking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2014. I'm not saying it's a bad movie for everybody. I understand that there are no bad movies. And I know that's a mind blow for some people out there. But there's no bad movies. It's all a matter of our opinion. Now this movie will do great at the box office because it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. If it wasn't for my daughter wanting to go see it, I never would have seen it. I knew it's not my cup of tea, and it isn't my cup of tea. And some of the pros, though, however, is the script was good. What you had, it needed a little polish, like I said, but you had something great. The actors really did well. I mean, Will Arnett, I'm sorry, you're good in other shit. This was not a movie you should have taken. I mean, I don't even think your character as a whole needed to be in this film. All you were there for was the guy driving the hot chick around. That was it. To create a character that's so useless, his main purpose is to bring his van and pick up April and the Turtles when she calls him. That's it. I'm in some comic relief, but they created a character for the minimal of reasons. It blows my mind. So it's like they really didn't go over and polish these characters because they said, okay, they have a purpose, and now we're done. So, for me, it was a big letdown. I know my favorite scene was actually a ripoff from Spider-Man and a lot of other movies. I know a handful of movies have done this, but the elevator scene in Spider-Man 2, I believe, where he lost his abilities to do the web slinging and he went and rode the elevator. They did that with the Ninja Turtles, and I'll tell you what, I don't care if they copied from Spider-Man with it being an elevator scene. I liked it. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And I do like Mikey. Mikey was my favorite. My favorite colors are green and orange. I love Mikey. Everyone loves Mikey. And they did a good job with Mikey in this. They really did. Like, it was good in writing, though. Between the writing, not developing the characters, leaving a couple holes in the plot, you know. Like in this movie, if the Ninja Turtles need to get from A to B, they just magically jump into this tunnel. As an adult, it does not make sense. There is a mountain where it's like fucking feet of snow. That tunnel led directly to New York City. Did not make any sense. I'm talking about polish that shit up. You don't need to have the snowy mountain fight. Have it a block away from where they need to be for the climax. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line, kids seem to like it. They were oohing and ahhing and laughing. The connection between the turtles, it is fun. As a fan, I'm thankful that they even made a live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. And I'm not talking down on any of the actors. I just think that the characters need to be fleshed out a little more, and some of them should have passed on it. Please let me know what you thought about it, if you plan on seeing it. All around, your feelings of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't even care if you want to talk about the comic book. This is open for discussion. That's why I am here doing these videos. Please don't be a troll and tell me to go fuck off just because I didn't like it. If you have some constructive criticism, I'm not like some queefers out there who delete everything that is negative on their channel so they look like a king. I should just shut up and end this. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Guys, comment down below. I'm done talking. It's your turn.